Dr. Disrespect said it exactly what I am currently thinking. I don't know why I try even more anymore. The Universal title match is not happening this evening. What is going on, guys? It's Saturday, January 1st, 2022. It's the first stream of the new year. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. I hope you guys had a good time last night, got drunk, made a lot of drunken mistakes, made a lot of drunken babies, because it tends to happen when alcohol is involved. And then 9 months later, you're like, I did not sign up for this. Yes, the fuck you did. That's why you use protection, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be watching WWE Day 1. Welcome to the stream. For those of you that are unaware, because I didn't publicly post it anywhere on any of my socials or anything like that, I was planning on coming on stream and watching NXT, AEW, and I was even thinking about doing Rampage last night. I did Raw on Monday night. Stream went really good. It's almost at 300 views. So, I'm still a smaller guy here on YouTube. You know what I mean? I didn't expect massive amounts of numbers. But for people that watch my content and like my content, it would mean the world to me if you guys subscribe, if you guys tune in. I do stream quite a bit if you guys like this kind of content. Tuesday morning, I got up around 8, went to use the bathroom, and I ended up throwing up. And I didn't know at the time, but I ended up getting a stomach virus, which this is the first time I'm actually sitting at my computer since the stream on Monday. I was pretty incapacitated, sleeping, or not sleeping, but laying down for majority of the week. I didn't do nothing, man. I couldn't eat. I could barely sleep. I was throwing up kind of nasty. I was throwing up quite a bit. And other stuff that I'm not going to mention because, again, it's very, very disgusting. So, yes, I was very ill. I was ill. I wouldn't say very ill. I had, non-COVID, I promise, man. I would still be laying in bed right now if I had COVID. I started to get better, I want to say yesterday, or either yesterday or Thursday night, I started to get a little bit better. I was actually starting to eat. First thing I ate, I didn't eat for 2 days. I couldn't hold anything down. I drank a lot of liquids and stuff like that. So I was feeling absolutely trash, to say the least. So that's why I did not come on stream at all, besides Monday Night Raw. So, everybody can blame WWE and Monday Night Raw for the trash show that they put on as to why I got sick. I blame them wholeheartedly, man. We're watching the remainder of the pre-show, and then we're gonna get in the show. But I do want to talk about this. All right, I do want to talk about this because it's a major topic that everybody seems to be talking about right now. I guess earlier today, Roman Reigns took a COVID test. It being in WWE or being in any kind of a profession that requires you to travel a lot, be around a lot of people, do this kind of stuff. You have to take protocols. So they do have, I believe I don't know if it's daily or, every other day testing. I have no idea how WWE's protocols work. But anyway, he tested positive for COVID-19 earlier this afternoon. So he's probably sitting in a hotel room, quarantining in Atlanta right now. I would imagine he's in Atlanta. Unless he tested before he was about to leave and then he got the test back before he was about to catch his flight to Atlanta. I don't know, but I know earlier today Roman Reigns tested positive to COVID-19. So Brock Lesnar got added to the Fatal 4-Way match, which is now a Fatal 5-Way match, as you guys can see on the screen, which is why I had already made the thumbnail to the stream and everything before I found out that Roman Reigns was not going to compete. So, I don't know what's going to happen. I highly doubt. Before Brock Lesnar got added to this match, I was like, okay, there's a chance Big E could possibly pull out a victory. But I don't think Big E is better than a lot of these guys. So, unless something happens, I have no idea how, logistically, how Big E can pull out a victory in this Fatal 5-Way match. By the way, I'm watching in the dark. I don't know. I just wanted to, be able to enjoy it while streaming. I have like a light shining on me or whatever. But if it gets a little bit too dark, a little bit too dim for your eyes, and you guys would like me to turn on the light at some point during the show, please just write in the chat and I will. I believe the show's starting now. They're doing the whole opening package, the opening video. Yes, the Migos are there because, you can't be in Atlanta without having a hip-hop group. So. But as far as my sickness, I'm sweating because I'm hot. I'm underneath the lights right now. I'm feeling pretty good. I pretty much got it all out of my system. My wife is currently experiencing it. Because I tell my wife all the time. I tell her all the time. I'm like, babe, I'm sick. Don't kiss me. You're going to get sick. Don't kiss me. You're going to get sick. She proceeds to, I don't care. And then she gets sick and she's miserable for a couple days. So my wife does currently have, I think she has the same thing I had. So if at any point during the stream I have to, put the be right back screen on or whatever and attend to her, I got to do what I got to do. So I just wanted to inform you guys of the, error that is currently in my life right now. So I'm looking forward to this match, Miz and Edge. I want Edge to spear the fuck out of Miz. I want Edge to spear Miz into the fucking floor. Zero free Gatorades, man. Sugar free Gatorades. They helped me a lot. I'm sweating like a motherfucker, man. And plus, I'm wearing all black. I'm wearing like a black hoodie. I look like a floating head, probably, right? Because I'm wearing all black. So I'm looking forward to seeing the outcome of this match, man. Now that Brock Lesnar is implemented into the 5-way match, it sort of, I don't know. It changes things a lot. Yeah, I don't think he demanded it. Maybe he did. I don't know. I don't know Brock Lesnar personally, so I don't know. Don't ever forget that. I don't know who that is. I believe that's one of the members of Migos. Let's turn it up and I believe they're at the State Farm Arena tonight in Atlanta. I went to CVS earlier today to get trash bags and to get some stuff for my wife, and I got these things because these things are fucking amazing. If you guys have these near you, get them. They're Twizzlers, but they're like pulling peels. I don't know. They taste a lot better than regular Twizzlers. Welcome to the stream, Daniel. Welcome, man. I believe you were in the stream on Monday night, if I remember correctly. Welcome, man. We're watching day one. In case you weren't here, when I was just going through my entire spiel as to why Monday was the only stream I did this week. Tuesday, I ended up waking up and I threw up. And it turns out I had a stomach virus. And I was pretty much down for the count for a couple days. This is the first time I'm actually sitting at my computer desk since Monday night. So I'm going to blame Raw for my illness. Because Raw was just a horrible fucking show. I was on social media earlier before the show started, and somebody had suggested, and I kind of like thinking about it, I kind of agree. I think they should have Brock Lesnar win the title, and then he has his match that he was supposed to have tonight with Roman Reigns. He has it at WrestleMania. And then they unify the titles. They end the brand split, so Raw and SmackDown are like one conjoined thing. I think that's what they should do. Because, I mean, with the amount of releases, Toni Storm just fucking quit. She was like, fuck you guys. You know, with the amount of people leaving, I don't think having two separate brands is justifiable. Because sooner or later, you're going to fucking run out of talent to showcase. It's going to be the same fucking shit every week. Which it has been for the last fucking 2 years. Nobody's going to give a fuck. The only reason, I guarantee you, the only reason that half the people there bought tickets is because Migos is there tonight. And, you know, Migos is like the hometown, you know, heroes or whatever. You know how big Migos are in fucking Atlanta, Georgia. But that's what I think they should do. But part of me feels like Brock Lesnar loses, and then he goes on and has the match with Reigns at Royal Rumble, which is later on this month. So I don't know. We're having the SmackDown title match first. Jimmy dyed his hair again. It's a lot brighter red. Welcome everybody to the stream, man. Here comes the New Day. Maybe. I wouldn't say it's really good. It's a lot better than the build for Survivor Series was. I didn't know any match outside of the men's elimination match until fucking 3 days before the show started. The show came on. The build for Survivor Series this year was fucking dog shit. This month is going to be a crazy month though, because we have Royal Rumble at some point this month too, later on in the month. I think it's the 22nd, I think, maybe. I don't know. But I know it's this month unless they moved it to next month. So have day one now, and then in February have Royal Rumble, and then have March off, and then April's WrestleMania, and I don't know. But the thing is, if they do, I feel like to build up WrestleMania, because WrestleMania is such a huge thing, WWE doesn't really plan it the way it should be planned. I feel like you need at least a good 3 solid months to build a really good pay-per-view WrestleMania card. Especially with it being 2 days. I mean, you can fit a lot of good stuff on there. Plus, they want Steve Austin to have some kind of role. You know what I mean? So I feel like Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to be making sporadic appearances starting in probably February. Maybe even at the Royal Rumble we'll see Steve Austin. I don't know. But I know WWE is in talks with him because, I mean, he's in all the vignettes for WrestleMania this year. So they're in talks with him to have some kind of significant role when it comes to WrestleMania. So we should be seeing Steve Austin make sporadic appearances on more than likely Raw, more so than SmackDown. So, but I mean, I don't know. The first match is the Usos versus New Day for the tag team titles. Let's see if the New Day can pull a victory. They beat the Usos fucking a few times this month on SmackDown, so King Woods is hyping the crowd up. I heard this pay-per-view is like 4 hours, man. I heard it's 4 hours. It's Woods and Jimmy starting off the match. I wish, man. Like, I understand it's a different time. It's not like it used to be. But I wish, man, that WWE would try and come up with a different, I would like to see different set pieces for, like, pay-per-views and stuff to make it a little bit more exciting, you know what I mean? Instead of the same, it's literally the same fucking Titantron and stage setup as Raw, just with the fucking pay-per-view logos. It's fucking retarded. The only staging that's different is Royal Rumble and WrestleMania. Sometimes SummerSlam, depending on the situation. But I wish they would like make like different setups every month for every pay per view. That I don't know, just a little bit more exciting. That's how they used to be, man. Back in the up until the fucking middle of the Ruthless Aggression era. Like I think they stopped in 2010, 2008. They stopped when they went HD. They stopped with the like stage setups. Oh, Jay clothesline and Kofi on the outside. The ring apron for day one is fucking not looking so good, man. Needs to get tied down a little bit more. Starting to fall off the ring. You don't want everybody to see your trade secrets, do you? You better get somebody out there to fix it. This is what we do. I wonder how, with Roman Reigns being like having leukemia or whatever and being not the best health wise at certain times, I wonder how COVID is gonna be for him. I mean, the dude's in fucking really good shape. He must be really, really healthy. But still, man, when you're compromised like that. But I mean, I heard like one of my friends had it, and he said it was fucking nothing. He didn't even realize he had it. The only thing is he couldn't fucking breathe walking upstairs. But one of my other friends had it, and he said he was on the verge of death. Like he was in so much pain. I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. I should have gotten COVID so many times, man, but I swear up and down. I don't want to jinx myself, but I swear up and down, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. But I swear I'm immune to it. I go in crowds all the time with no mask, no nothing. And I've been doing that since 2020 and I haven't gotten it yet. So I might have had it, I just didn't know. I don't know. Who fucking knows, man? COVID is a mysterious creature. Skip to 21 and it's 20, boom, 22, and it means that the Usos are going to reign dominant in another year. The Usos are teaming up on Kofi Kingston right now. It's not looking so good for the Kingster, man. Kingster. I'm behind fucking Brock Lesnar right now. Oh, is he gonna go for the superplex? Nope, Kofi's knocking out of it. Oh, push Jay off the top rope. Oh, DDT. Come on, Kofi. Look at all those people fucking miserable. They're like, dude, we gotta sit here and watch this bullshit with a fucking mask on. Oof, that was nice. The thing is, all these guys have fucking so much extraordinary ability in that ring, but WWE doesn't give them the creative freedom to fucking try different things. Like, I never knew fucking Woods could do half of the shit that he's doing right now, because you don't see it. Oh, Jimmy kicked out. Jimmy kicked out, man. We almost had new tag team champions. Oh! Knocked Jay out with a baseball slide. Oh, Jimmy going for the pin. 1, 2. Woods kicked out at 2. Jimmy doing a little corkscrew moonsault off the top rope. Welcome to the stream, Cedric. What's going on, my friend? Hope your New Year's going good so far, even though it's, only day 1. You guys think the Usos gonna win? I'm conflicted. Part of me wants to say yes, and then part of me is like, I don't know. The Usos are like WWE's like golden children, like kind of like Vince McMahon's golden egg. You know what I mean? I mean, look at this pedestal they put fucking Roman Reigns on. Oof. Elbow shot right to the mouth. Jay seems like, compared to Jimmy, Jay seems like a fucking asshole. Like, if you fucking walked up to him to say hi, he'd fucking like pour his drink on you or something. He just has that look about him, you know what I mean? Jay just seems like a fucking asshole. Jimmy looks kind of nice. Like, he doesn't look like he wants to fucking kill people. But I don't know, Jay just gives me that kind of vibe. I didn't watch it, man. I watched the ball drop with the wife and kids. I was sick all week, man. I was in bed. Tuesday morning, I woke up to use the bathroom, man. I started upchucking and throwing up, and I had a stomach virus. I was down for the count. I started feeling better yesterday, Thursday night, yesterday sometime. So that's why I didn't stream at all. The rest of the week, I was planning on doing NXT and AEW, and I was in no condition, man. Tonight's the first time sitting at my desk since Monday night. So, I apologize if I lied to you guys about streaming all week. I was not expecting to get a stomach bite. And my wife, I believe, is experiencing the same thing I experienced. So, if at any point during the stream I have to get up and attend to her, I apologize, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Jimmy has the long red and black hair, and Jay has the shorter hair. I can't believe. I can't tell if that's. I think that's Kofi. Kofi kicked out of that. Yeah, the one that jumped, just did the jump off the top rope. That's Jimmy. I used to not be able to tell them apart when they both had long hair, but. Oof. Taking out his knee. Oh, is Kofi gonna tap? Is Kofi gonna tap? Jimmy's like, tap, you motherfucker. I love how the Usos are matching, man. They have red shoes, black pants, red shirt, and red and black hair. Are people that anal retentive about fucking matching? Black pretty much goes with anything, though. What these people said in State Farm Arena just moments ago is nothing short of 100% accurate. This is awesome. I can't believe I get to be here to watch this. Jay got the tagged in. Here goes Woods. One, two. The New Day might win, man. Oh. Oh. Oh, I don't know if you guys know. I'm bummed too, man. I wanted Roman to wrestle tonight, but it is what it is. They'll probably have the match either at WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is actually later on this month. I'm just not sure on the date. But Ridge Holland got a broken nose. Ricochet broke his nose during the pre-show match. Because they went in, they did the spot where Sheamus, like, Ricochet jumps off of Sheamus' hands or whatever and does like a 450 splash on the Ridge Holland while he's on the ground. Ricochet kicked him right in the face. He landed feet first on the bridge of the nose of Ridge Holland. So it ended up becoming a handicap match. Sheamus won, but yeah, Ricochet broke Ridge Holland's nose. Oh, all right, here we go. It's done. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they should have tagged him. They should have pinned him. This might be their downfall, man. Where's Woods? Oh, this is it, man. Oh my God, Woods interrupted the count. All right, this match is actually pretty badass. Not gonna lie. Yo, Jay landed fucking balls on right. He fucking teabagged Kofi, man. He landed balls first, right on his fucking face. I know, man. I remember when Sheamus first debuted, man. He fucking attacked Triple H with a sledgehammer. What happened to that guy? Oh! That knocked him out. They need to push Ricochet too. Either that or let his contract run out, man. Fucking release him with no non-compete or something. Ricochet is too good of a talent to be sitting in the fucking catering. The Usos retained. I fucking hate how they made the new title belts with Velcro instead of how they used to be. It's like, fuck buying a replica of the belt. I'll get the same fucking shit from fucking Walmart. I do. I have 2 of them back there. My cats are laying on them. That was nasty. Yeah, it was a pretty good match. I don't like the fact that the Usos ripped off the Dudley Boys. That's not good. That's not fun. It's a commercial. It's a commercial, man. So mute that, cause who needs to be reminded, man. I got fucking water. I got Gatorade. I don't know which one I'm gonna drink. I just drank a Gatorade, so I'll drink some water. Cause you know water is really good for you. It soothes the soul, especially after being sick. Non-COVID, I promise. Even if I had COVID, you guys are fine, man. We're doing this virtually. I can't see you guys, but you guys can see me. You know, I used to think that was a really weird concept, man. New year, new smile. Get the results you want backed by our lifetime smile guarantee. Lifetime guarantee. And start seeing results in as little as 60 days. So yeah. I hope you guys are all having a great new year. So far. This is gonna be my only stream until Monday night for Monday Night Raw and Tuesday. I want to start streaming games too. My friends have been playing Fortnite a lot. I've never played it, but I might try it. I just don't know if it'll run on my PC. I'm gonna try though. I only have 8 gigs of RAM. I need to upgrade my RAM at some point in my PC. A few times I was able to run Warzone. Um, and it did pretty good. So I don't know. It's just hard to. I feel like if I spend all my time streaming, I'm not gonna have any time for my other channel. And I love doing reaction videos too, which is why I wanted to do this kind of stuff. This is the only way I can do any kind of wrestling related content without getting my video blocked. So that's why I like doing these live reactions, live streams. I love pro wrestling. I've loved pro wrestling since I was a little kid. I like expressing my passions with people. That's why I love YouTube. What do you guys think the next match is? I think it's gonna be Liv and Becky Lynch. Yeah, man. The Attitude Era. The Attitude Era, I'm telling you, man, that was the gold standard when it comes to professional wrestling. People say the 80s, people say, the 90s, Bret Hart and, all those guys. But the first event I ever saw was, I can't remember the name. Was it Unforgiven? Or No Mercy? I can't remember. It was, I think it was Shawn Michaels and Undertaker in the Hell in a Cell. And Kane debuted and ripped the cell door off the hinges. I can't remember. I can never remember what event it was, but it was 1997, man. So the Attitude Era, that's what introduced me to wrestling. So that's why I hold it to such a high standard. But I just started watching Raw from 2003, like a day ago. I started watching that because I started watching clips on YouTube of like Stone Cold Steve Austin when him and Eric Bischoff were like, co-GMs or whatever, and I found a lot of the segments entertaining as fuck, and I love Austin, so I started watching a lot of like 2003 and stuff like that. The Migos or Migo, what are they? The Migos, Migos. Here's Happy Corbin. Yeah, that was yeah, that was good. Undertaker, I think he got injured or something, or was going through a gimmick change. So he was out like the last 3 or 4 months of '99, and then in 2000 he comes back as this, badass biker guy, and he fucking destroys D-Generation X and everybody. Mick Foley as GM was funny as shit. Every week he'd be in a different area. He'd be in the fucking bathroom one week. One week he'd be in a fucking boiler room. One week he'd be, just in a random fucking cubby space somewhere. It's fucking hilarious. Because people are so used to Undertaker being, from the ministry and, the evil. I don't know. I like Biker Taker. I felt like he was true to himself, yet he reinvented himself. You know what I mean? Here's Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. This guy is a fucking joke, man. This guy's an idiot. Here comes McIntyre. For those of you that are new to the stream, man, make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the bell as well. Like the stream. Give it a like. That way it helps it once it does get published to YouTube. My fucking Survivor Series watch along has like 16,000 views. Just randomly. I was not expecting that. That's because people like it and it gets pushed out to more people, man. So like the stream, subscribe, turn on the bell. This will be my last live stream until Monday Night Raw. And hopefully, if I'm not sick after watching Raw, I'll be doing other things throughout the week. So, yeah, man, that was the McMahon Helmsley era. Because back in '99, I think in November or December of '99. Stephanie was gonna marry Test, and then turns out that at her bachelor party she got really wasted and got picked up by Triple H, and her unconscious ass eloped. Triple H made her got married to her. I don't know how to word it, but. Yeah, so they were married. They weren't married at the time, like legitimately, but they were, in a somewhat of a thing. And yeah, the Radicals, Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, and Perry Saturn. I guess they I forgot like the whole like that thing surrounding that. I'll be right back, yo.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you want
back, yo. So yeah, the Radicals came in from WCW, and Eddie Guerrero developed a likeness to China, and the Radicals didn't like it, so Chris Benoit was trying to do something about it. I believe that's what stemmed from the feud. And then I remember later on in the year, you probably haven't gotten to that storyline yet. Dean Malenko ends up developing a love interest with Lita, and they end up feuding with the Hardys. A lot happened. Welcome back, man. A lot happened in 2000, man. Can you guys believe that was 22 years ago? Like, what the fuck, man? I was like 10, man. And now I'll be 32 this year. You know how scary that is? Every year you get older, you know? I don't like thinking about it. Drew McIntyre about to beat the fuck out of Happy Corbin. Yeah, I liked Corbin when he was Baron Corbin, man. When he had that I can't remember the name of the song, but it had Tommy Vex on it. Tommy Vex was a singer from Bad Wolves. I can't remember the name of the song, but his recent song outside of the whole happy or sad Corbin, whatever the fuck his names were. Happy Corbin, or Baron Corbin, he grew up with a bunch of the Jackass dudes. He has pictures when he was a fucking teenager of him hanging out with, who's that dude? Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn from Viva La Bam and a bunch of those guys. He was a chubby motherfucker back then, man. Nice shoulder tackle into the corner. Madcap is actually beating the fuck out of Drew McIntyre, and I don't know how I feel about this situation. Am I the only one that doesn't care about this match? I don't care about this match, man. I really don't. I'm pretty sure McIntyre's going to win. That's usually how it goes. I just don't care. But I'm watching it nonetheless. Because I ain't got nothing else to do. Yo, if I was in the back, man, I would have ran out and fucking just smashed the kendo stick right over Baron Corbin's back, man. Just seeing him like that, fucking with his back arse and him like reaching into the ring. Imagine fucking just taking a kendo stick and fucking breaking that shit over his back. Oh! One of his suspenders broke. That's why you don't wrestle like Steve Urkel, man. Madcap is being treated like a little bitch. That's what he is. Just give him the Claymore and be done with it, man. Just give him the Claymore. 1, 2, 3. That's what you gotta do. I have this thing, man. I've been going around to different stores and whatever and trying different like drinks and stuff. I tried the Rock's energy drink, which one of them, the orange one, tasted okay, but it smells like cat food. And I should know because I have 2 cats. But the Rock's energy drink, when you open it up, smells like cat food. I don't know how else to explain it. But they've been promoting. WWE's been promoting this new splash drink or whatever. It's like water, but it's got like some kind of flavoring in it. But it's like not artificial. I might have to try it. Come on, man. McIntyre should not take you this long to put this motherfucker away. Oh, wait, I forgot. This pay-per-view is 4 hours, so they need to... You have to remember, they have one less match. Because the Universal title match is not happening tonight. My entire stream, man. Setting my stream up today, my entire stream revolved all around Lesnar versus Reigns. Because I wanted to see what was going to happen. I wanted to see if Paul Heyman was going to be in his corner. I want to know if Paul Heyman is going to play some kind of role in the match tonight. Maybe Heyman comes out and helps Lesnar. I don't know. Maybe Heyman comes out with Lesnar. I'm wondering, man. I have so many thoughts going through my brain right now about what could possibly happen. Remember when Drew McIntyre was feuding with Matt Hardy back in like 2010, 2011? He looked he did not look like he does now. And Matt Hardy would make a bunch of those vlog videos or whatever and talking about how much he hates him on YouTube. Yeah, go to Matt Hardy's YouTube channel and go back to like, what is it? The first video or the something like that. Shawn Michaels was out. Shawn Michaels was commissioner in 99. And I think he got fired. I can't remember. I know Shawn Michaels. I don't think he appeared in 2000. I think he took 2000 and 2001 off. I don't think he came back until 2002. I think. I haven't seen a lot of those shows in years, man. I haven't even gotten past 99 yet. I'm still working my way on that. But I transitioned over to 2003 because I wanted to watch the whole storyline with the Code GMs with Austin and Bischoff. So I have no idea, man. I can't tell you. I know he semi-retired in like 99 because he had a back injury or something. He was in like a casket match and he got back body dropped over the top rope and he fucking landed like spine first on the edge of one of the caskets and it fucked him up. So I know he was like done. I can't remember if that was 98 or 99 though. I know he was a commissioner in 99. for a short time, a couple months. But I don't know. But yeah, I can't remember Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels was out from 2000 to 2002. All right, it's Kevin Owens. Dude, I was so hoping that Kevin Owens was going to let his contract run out and he was going to make the transition over to AEW. But apparently in his new contract, information about his new contract came out. So that's another reason why they're pushing him in this match, is because he did agree to. He showed his loyalty to Vince. So Vince McMahon is, even though he's probably more likely not going to win the match tonight, he's giving him somewhat of a push. But according to his contract, hold on, I just want to hear this. But anyway, yeah. Terms of Kevin Owens' contract came out, and apparently he signed an extension, a new contract, so it doesn't expire until 2025. He can't be released, and he can't be fired. What was the other thing? There's one or two other things on the contract. Maybe he can't be suspended or something along those lines. I can't remember exactly. But I remember him not being able to be fired or released until his contract is up, is one of them. So, yeah, Kevin Owens showed his loyalty to Vince, and Vince is showing his loyalty to him by putting him in a Fatal 5-Way for the WWE title. We all know he's not going to win. Would I like to see Kevin Owens as champion? Yeah, because I think the guy is fucking charismatic as fuck. I think it would be good for television. But I'll be right back, y'all.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday.
back, y'all. We have another tag team match. Private Party versus RK Bro. As you guys know, I'm on Raw. They beat the Mysterios. So now they have a chance at the Raw tag team titles. Some snacks, man. You can't watch wrestling without some snacks. Do you think Private Party is too much like the Street Profits? Private Party, if you guys don't know, is in AEW. Bro, you gotta hold it up. Migos are coming out with RK Bro. No, I wouldn't even. Way to stroke their fucking ego, WWE. That's kind of a random. That's what I was just thinking. That's kind of random for the Migos to come out with Red RK Bro. Or RK Bro. What is it? Red RK Bro? RK Bro? Man, they pulled out all the stops tonight for Migos. Angelo Dawkins and Riddle are starting the match off. I think the Amigos come out. Well, yeah, at this point, WWE is desperate for ratings. But I feel like Migos came out with RK Bro because it's Randy Orton. And everybody likes Randy Orton. But I could be wrong. I don't think if it was just Riddle, I don't think they would have came out with him. Everybody likes fucking Randy Orton. I know. And you know what I just found out, man? You know how on Monday Night Raw they were supposed to have AJ Styles was supposed to face Omos? They ended up having the match on December 28th at a random house show. I saw footage of it online. So that's why they didn't want to have it on Raw, because they already had it, or they were gonna have it on a house show. I guess they didn't feel like it was that necessary to have it on mainstream television. It wasn't that exciting of a match. You'll get no argument from me. You're not? You kind of forget how long Orton's been around. Orton's been in WWE since 2002. He didn't become relevant until like 2003, though. He joined up with Evolution. But he's been in WWE since 2002, man. 20 years. Montez Ford doing his little fucking dance. I was a huge fan of Orton when he was in I liked him in Evolution. I also liked him when he was with Edge and they were rated RKO. I've always been a semi-big fan of Randy Orton, but I've never been like a outrageous fan, you know what I mean? He does stuff I like and he does stuff I don't like, and I mean, I respect the guy. He's the youngest world heavyweight champion. He won the world title in the Elimination Chamber at like 20 years old. He ended up pinning I don't know if he pinned him, but he ended up winning in Triple H was in the match. Triple H was the world champion at the time. If you were watching when you get to 2002, you'll see it, but yeah. I know who the Migos are, but I'm very unfamiliar. Yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of their music. I know one of them is dating a Kardashian, I think. And Quavo, I want to say. I like the song that he did with Justin Bieber. I can't remember the name of it. The video is like of them going around and helping like abused women and single mothers and people, young girls that are trying to go to school but can't. And I don't know the name of it. I can't remember. I think he's part of the Migos, right? Is it Cardi B? I thought one of them was dating. What? There's some guy in a rap group that's dating one of the Kardashians. It's not Kim. It's like one of the younger sisters that is relevant but not relevant. They look the same. Who the fuck is Offset? They literally look the same to me. They're like twin brothers, aren't they? I'd be amazed if they're not related at all. Tell me which one is Offset. One, two. Well, I know Travis Barker dates Courtney. That's such an unusual pairing, man. Fucking Christ. Surprised I saw what? Well, I know that. I had a feeling they were related. But what one is Offset though? I can't tell them apart. The guy Quavo in the music video I was talking about, he had dreads. That's about it. And they all have dreads, so it doesn't really help me none. Like, I'm a fan of hip hop, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a fan of their kind of hip hop. I like very lyrical stuff. You know what I mean? I grew up on like old school Eminem. I grew up on Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. I grew up on Tupac. You know, The Game, 50 Cent. Oh, the brown tan jacket. Tannish jacket. That's Offset. So he's the one nailing Cardi B, huh? Good for him. Let's just hope they don't get divorced. Because she seems like she'd take him to court for a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised if Cardi B's there then. I know. I looked at their Instagrams earlier before the show started because I wanted to see if there was any like backstage pictures or anything like that. That's what I tend to do whenever there's gonna be a celebrity guest at a WWE event. And one of them, I can't remember who it was. Well, one of them was posing in front of a black car with his son, and his son was like holding like the World Heavyweight Championship. Dude, I would hate to have such a public relationship like that to where like, oh, you know if he's cheating, like, I don't know. I don't know anything about Cardi B at all. You know it'd be fucking hilarious if one of the divas came out, like one of the women wrestlers came out or whatever to talk to the Migos, like as kayfabing, like being like a fangirl, and then Cardi B runs out and they get in a fucking cat fight in the ring. Do you know how good the ratings would be if Cardi B gets in cat fight in WWE event? That shit would be fucking on TMZ in 2 minutes. WWE wants to get ratings. That's how you get ratings, man. You set up a fake cat fight for Cardi B to get involved. That was nasty. But you got to get, I would say, in order for that to happen and to make it seem realistic, you would have to get somebody like Nikki Trash coming out like a superhero, fucking trying to talk to Migos, and then having Cardi B fucking fuck her up, take her fucking cape off and start choking her with it. Come on, man. It's really not that hard to write compelling television. Oof. Here we go. Oh yeah, definitely. But he's agile, you know what I mean? So wait, his name is Take. They have Offset and Takeoff. How the fuck did they come up with those names? So Takeoff is the one in the black. Quavo pink tan shirt. All right, I got it now. I think I might forget in an hour. The Takeoff is the only one that doesn't look like Quavo and the other one. The one in the black, right? The one in the Takeoff, yeah, Takeoff. His face looks a little bit different.
First of all, Atlanta is rocking tonight. My goodness. Second of all, I'm actually a little surprised. Madcap caught me off guard. He's got some terrible, terrible jokes. He is one tough son of a bitch. As for Corbin, we go way back, and as annoying as he is, he can actually handle himself.
Oh, here we go. See, if Jeff Hardy didn't get fired, he would have been able to help Drew McIntyre. I'm kind of glad Jeff Hardy got fired, though. Because come March, when his contract or his non-compete runs out, he'll be going to AEW with Matt. He might like that schedule a lot better because AEW is only once a week. Wow, that was unexpected. WWE doesn't usually like doing the whole, I'm gonna kill you kind of scenarios, but Happy Corbin just took a railing, a pipe or whatever, crushed Drew McIntyre's neck with a chair. So that was new. That was new. Fuck, that was a Royal Rumble preview, wasn't it? I didn't even see. I'm trying to figure out what the date for the Royal Rumble is. I think it wouldn't be soon because they're just having take day one now. So it'd probably be later on in the month, like 24th or 22nd, somewhere around there. That's a show I never got into. Is The Office. I might at some point give it a shot and check it out, but I don't know. I don't know anybody that likes it. Nobody's ever told me if it was good or not. The new season of Cobra Kai came out. I haven't watched anything past season 1. Die Hard. So far, the show tonight has been pretty good. It not the best, but it's been pretty good. I don't want to make it too light.
So tonight, I'm going to go to the ring and walk out of it as the WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world. And that's my prediction. That, my folks, is a spoiler.
Dude, see what I'm talking about, man? Brock Lesnar, like, I don't know, man. Like, he just seems like he's more invested into pro wrestling than he ever has been. Like, when has he ever fucking taken the mic and fucking like did a promo like that, or fucking did the whole, wink or whatever to the camera and just walk like? The dude is, I don't. There's something seriously happened, man. Something seriously happened in his life to where he's like, I need to stop taking things for granted and I'm lucky enough to be able to do this and do it to an extremely high level, and I should not squander this opportunity. That's what it seems like, man. I can't be the only one that sees this. Come on. I never thought I would ever be like, yes, dude, I want Brock Lesnar to win tonight. I used to not want Brock Lesnar. I didn't want him to do anything when it came to a world heavyweight title. Because we already know, or we used to think what's going to transpire. I don't know, man. Maybe Lesnar does win tonight, but he doesn't take it and go home. Maybe he will be at every, Raw or SmackDown, whatever it is. Maybe. And maybe he'll surprise all of us. He just seems like he's like, dude, like, this is fucking amazing, man. I've never ever said this about Brock Lesnar before in my life. Never. I'm fucking enjoying it. That was almost like a Rock-esque promo. Not nearly as good, because obviously nobody can beat The Rock when it comes to promos. But, like, his charisma is there. He's so fucking man. I don't even think Brock Lesnar needs an advocate right now. I really don't. But he's still suggesting, like, hey, man, Paul Heyman is my advocate. So maybe Paul Heyman does play a hand in the outcome in the match tonight. I used to like Bianca, and then she got in the squash match at SummerSlam against Becky Lynch, and her momentum just went down the hill. I haven't cared about her since. I feel like they're still trying to build her up, but it's not going to work because of what happened at SummerSlam. Like, I'm all for, like, and I feel like that's why Becky Lynch is getting a lot of hate too, because I feel like you could have had Becky win the Women's Championship. You know what I mean? You didn't have to have it in a fucking squash match that lasted 26 seconds. They could have had a legitimate match, one-on-one, just them two. They could have fucking tore the roof off the fucking building. You know what I mean? They could have had one hell of a fucking match. Becky could have fucking, won the title. And after the match, she could have fucking went, heel, whatever. Grabbed some kind of foreign object, started beating Bianca. That would have fucking set up a feud, to last a couple of months between them two. You know what I mean? There's so many different and better ways they could have gone about it. As far as Bianca now, yes, I don't think she's stale. I just think WWE is on the verge of ruining her. Or they don't know how bad they ruined her in that moment. Oh, that was awesome. The best part of Raw right there. The brood bath, man. During the vow renewment ceremony. You didn't want a white wedding, did you? And then you hear the brood music. Edge walks off. Poof! But of course, WWE is a public traded company now in 2022, so they can't have legitimate blood shown on their television screens. Because all their shareholders will be like, oh my god, what is this? But yeah, you just got some guy fucking getting his neck broken in the backstage area. They definitely ruined Rhea Ripley. The worst thing they could have did was set her up in a tag team with fucking Nikki Trash. The worst thing they did to Nikki Trash is making her this fucking retarded ass superhero. She was a badass as Nikki Cross. It was bad enough they had the whole her obsessiveness with Alexa Bliss. And then they went and fucking completely changed Nikki Cross into Nikki Trash. And Rhea Ripley was a badass in NXT. She was one of my favorite things about NXT, but outside of like Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And then when she got called up to the main roster, I don't know, her appeal went somewhere that it shouldn't have. WWE, I will say this, like Rhea Ripley, she's a heavy metal chick. She's a rocker. She's has this rock star like entrance. Vince McMahon is like 175 years old. What the fuck does he know about leather jackets and fucking metal music? And he's the wrong person to be booking or writing anything that has to do with Rhea Ripley. Somebody like Rhea Ripley. Somebody like Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross was the same way, just a little bit different. I mean, Nikki Cross, she fucking had this, like, psychotic, like, fucking character, and then now she's a fucking retarded-ass superhero looking like Blank Man. Remember that comedy movie from back in the 90s with Damon Wayans? Blank Man? That's Rhea Ripley. I'm looking forward to this match, though. Here comes Edge. Oh, he's doing the Brood music again. Yeah. It's fucking stupid. I have no idea why Edge is doing this again. When Edge first did this, when he came back a couple months ago, a couple days before that, Gangrel, who obviously this is like Gangrel's whole deal, he was scheduled to be on AEW Dynamite. But because Edge did this, AEW didn't want WWE to feel like they were copying him, so they canceled the whole thing. I mean, it's fucking obvious. Look at her. It's fucking obvious. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the movie? I wonder when he's done. I wonder who's gonna have the best collection of ring jackets, Ric Flair or Edge. Like, you're gonna need their own sections in the Hall of Fame for just their fucking ring jackets. What does it mean to have a public traded company? I'm not sure. I just know that's what WWE is. And different people have different pieces of the pie. You know what I mean? There's different investors. There's so many different people involved in this company. You know? It's like almost like trading stocks. I'm not like the most equipped person to be talking about this because I don't know everything about anything, but that's pretty much what WWE is. There's different shareholders, different people, people putting their money in and investing and this and that. So back in the day, it wasn't like that. You think Vince McMahon is the CEO? Yeah, he's the owner, but You know, he can't do anything he wants. There's so many people that he would have to ask. You know what I mean? Like, it's his company, but it's not his company. You know what I mean? I would look up the definition to get a further a further example, because I'm not a businessman, man. I don't know anything about stocks trading. I don't know anything about anything like that. So I just know that's what WWE is. There's different investors and different people in this area and that area, and you know, they feel like if they go too much of an R-rated route, that they'll lose money, and you know, it's all about a money. It's all a money thing. Everything is a money thing. I wonder if Beth Phoenix is gonna show up tonight. Who is Edge's wife? For those of you that are unaware. If WWE was a good company, I would actually invest in WWE. Legitimately, I would buy some WWE stock. But I'm not going to, because it would not be a smart investment on my part. Well, maybe. Because they do make a lot of money. They're making more money now than they ever have in the fucking history of the company. Which is why I have no idea. And people have been saying that for months. I didn't believe them until I actually did my own research about it. Which is hilarious to me, because majority of the releases that they've done since 2020 have been budget cuts. You're making a shit ton of money, more money than fucking probably anybody can make in their life. Why are you needing to fucking fire people to make more room in the budget? It makes no sense. This is one of the matches I wanted to see, though, and I'm kind of talking through it, and I'm upset about it. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute. Come on, Edge, get the fuck up, man. Let's go. Let's go. I hope this day one pay-per-view is not. That's because she's usually right next to the Miz, and nothing about that scenario is good looking. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I hope this day one is not gonna be like a yearly thing. I hope it's just this year, but I hope it's not gonna be like an annual thing. I feel like January for the Royal Rumble, early January for the Royal Rumble, and then February and March build up to WrestleMania. You need a good at least 2-3 months of a solid build up for WrestleMania to make a really good card. Dude, she's wearing a fucking jacket. She's wearing a jacket. And she looks like that all the time she comes on TV. Except for obviously Monday. And the week before. Whenever she comes out with Miz and he has a match, she's usually dressed like that. I don't know why. Probably for that extra motivation, because she's like, Miz, you win this match, you know what you're getting tonight. Thing is, he barely ever wins. The last Inferno match, I think, was in 2007, 2008. It's where the ring is lit on fire by, there's like wood and a pyro station. The ring is lit on fire around, and the winner of the match lights their opponent on fire. That's how you win the match. Watch the Inferno match with Undertaker versus Kane. I think from 99, 98. I think. Watch that match. That match is really good. The last Inferno match was Kane versus MVP, I think. Back in like 2007, 2008. And I can't remember who won, but that was the last one. They won't do those matches nowadays. Are you kidding me? All the fucking children. You have children at home fucking trying to set each other on fire. WWE was more, back when it was World Wrestling Federation, it was more aimed for adults. And the reason they had to change their name is because they didn't want to buy the name from the World Wildlife Foundation, which like helps like animals and stuff. And Vince McMahon was getting sued because kids would be home fucking hitting each other with chairs, and fucking how many kids over the years fucking killed one of their friends or their siblings because they were fucking doing the rock bottom or the Stone Cold Stunner and trying to put each other through fucking tables and shit. Kids are not that intelligent. At least back in the day they weren't. Now, when you look in the crowd, it's nothing but fucking kids. I would love for them to bring back Armageddon, Judgment Day, No Mercy. Even Bad Blood. Bad Blood was a really good name for a pay-per-view. You know, when you're in a feud with somebody and you have that, there's bad blood between you two. I thought that'd be a fucking killer name for a pay-per-view. They had it for fucking 3 years and then it went away. Now we're left with Day 1. So we went from Armageddon to Day 1. I also want them to, I said this at the beginning of the stream, I want them to like start changing, like in 2022, I want them to start like every pay-per-view having like a different different entrance structure. It's all it is the Raw staging with the fucking Day 1 logo. Oof. Right on the announce desk. This should have been a no DQ match. They have TLC, I think, unless they got rid of it. They had Extreme Rules this year, which kind of sucked. I mean, it was an alright show. That was like one of my first streams. I did a stream to Extreme Rules. 1, 2. So yeah, if you want to look back on my old streams, I have a whole playlist. I know. All it is literally, all it is the raw staging with just the day one logo. That's all it is. It's a big LED fucking thing. It's like we're watching an extended edition of Raw with more stipulation. Oh, TLC's gone. Yeah, the last TLC match was was in 2020, I think. They went in WWE headquarters. Remember when when we were doing a bunch of those like gimmick filmed like matches or whatever. That's how WWE is now, man. And I have a feeling it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. It's sad. But the way I look at it is, at least we have the old stuff to look back on. And if you go enough time without watching the older stuff, it's almost like you're watching it again for the first time. Like, I was just watching, like I said, I was watching some in 2003. I've been watching some in 99. I kind of forgot that a lot of the guys are dead. Like Test, I'm watching a feud with him right now with Scott Steiner. And I'm like, this is fucking awesome. I wonder what's going to happen next week. And then I'm like, oh shit. I forgot this was like almost 20 years ago and fucking Test died of a drug overdose back in like 2009. Don't tap, Miz. If you tap, no pussy tonight. That's what Maurice is saying. Oh, you got out of it. Ironically enough, she was right there, so that's probably legitimately what she was saying. Oh, Edge trying to get the crossface. Slingshot. Oh, her name is Jessica Carr. I thought Vince McMahon didn't want people to know the name of the referees. Just fucking ridiculous, right? Did you hear what did you guys hear they changed Seth Rollins' name? It's now Seth freaking Rollins. That's legitimately her name, not a catchphrase. So Seth freaking Rollins. Test was wrestling, yeah, but Test was in WWE until 2007 or 2008. 2007. Because he was part of the revamped edition of ECW. Viscera, who was Big Daddy V, was in part of ECW too. Miz is starting to fade. He's not even off his knees. I remember Vader from I remember him from Boy Meets World. Remember that show? Back in the day. Corey and Sean and Topanga. Vader was in that show. He played one of the bullies' father. Yeah, they weren't really related, though. That was just a gimmick. The only legitimate people that I know are related are the Hardys. Like, the Dudleys, they weren't related. Edge and Christian, they're not related. The Hollies, they weren't related. Who else? Who else? Undertaker and Kane, obviously, they're not related. I think the only ones that were related at that time were the Hardys. I think. Unless I'm missing some people. Edge and Miz just fucking kicked each other in the fucking head.
In the same moment, both men are down. The playing field is even. In the beginning, experience is about the little moves. In the end, it's about who can dig.
Let's go, Edge.
This is why.
Let's go.
Thunderous boots to one another simultaneously. Now, who can dig deep? Who can find the resolve to win? Miz showing a little more movement than Edge right now. Now Edge, back to his feet. Oh, forearm from the Rated R Superstar. Miz answers. We build up for weeks. These two showing, talking, trying to embarrass one another. The attacks.
How many more matches do we have? I think we only have 2, right? Yeah. He died in 2014, I think. He hung himself in a jail cell. He was drunk. And I guess suicidal. He got arrested for something.
But now it's the A-lister, brimming with confidence, making the climb to the top rope. Well, Edge right there to meet the Miz with a right hand. Well, both these men in a precarious position now. Edge repositioning himself there on the middle rope. It's about who can use it right here, right now. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Oh my God. A hip toss from the top rope. Long way down for Miz. Tough landing for Edge. Is though in absolute agony. Take a look at this. Desperation pays off big for Edge. And look at Maurice. Maurice couldn't stand every second.
Maurice is not happy about this.
It feels like Edge has found new life in this matchup. Marie's concerned because she's seeing what we're seeing, which is Edge.
Is Maurice gonna get in the ring? Nope. I thought Maurice was gonna say fucking get in the ring. Oh. Edge got slapped the fuck up. Edge kicked out. Is it Beth Phoenix? Here she is.
Initially referencing Maurice, but Edge is beautiful in its own sort of way. Edge out-strategized the Miz, and for all the weeks that the Miz spent trying to embarrass Edge, in the end, it was Edge who embarrassed Miz.
That was fucking great, man. Oh, I thought she slapped Edge. She hit him in the head with her purse. That was great, man. So, Beth Phoenix left NXT to now join her husband in this feud. They're gonna have a mixed tag match either at the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. It's gonna build, man.
My name is Sean Spencer. This is my partner, Berdinda Hand and the Bush. My name is not Berdinda Hand and the Bush. You kind of suck. You suck. You flames.
Beth Phoenix used to be a badass, dude. Back in the day when she first came out, she was almost like China, man. She came in fucking demolished everybody.
This is the best city in the entire world. Buckle up, baby. It's gonna be a bumpy road.
I think we only have 2 more matches, right? The Raw Women's title and the WWE title, I think. Because the Universal title is not being defended, obviously, because of Roman's COVID situation. I'm trying to think if that's. I don't know. I have no idea. That WWE title match could easily go an hour. I mean, there's 5 of the toughest WWE guys around now. That match could easily go an hour. But I'm trying to think if there's something else. If there's another match I'm missing. We had the 2 tag matches. We had the Edge versus Miz match. I don't know. Look at MVP dressed up like he's fucking blind with sunglasses indoors and shit.
Winning the WWE Championship. I've just taken a real hit with the news that Brock Lesnar has been added.
Let me stop you right there before you say something ridiculous like you often do. Brock Lesnar is a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. One of the most phenomenal athletic specimens the world has ever seen. And I understand that the rest of the men in this match are trembling with fear because with the addition of Brock Lesnar, the odds of them winning have diminished substantially. You know who's not trembling with fear? The almighty Bobby Lashley. Would you like to know why? Because Bobby Lashley is a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. One of the most phenomenal athletic specimens the world has ever seen. I dare say the yin to Brock Lesnar's game. Bobby Lashley, welcome.
How do you think Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar would do if they were like ever formed a tag team? I'm not saying it ever would happen. Brock Lesnar doesn't seem like the tag team kind of guy. I don't even think he's ever been in a tag team match, I don't think. But I guess you gotta throw it in the universe.
Just like the rest of these guys out there. And I'm going to take great pleasure in putting him in the Hurt Locker watching him tap out. Feeling him tap out. Just like P said, new year, new WWE champion. 2022, the year of stupendous. The biggest stadium, the biggest star, the most must-see night of your life. Hold up, make that 2 nights, the most stupendous 2-night WrestleMania in history.
I'll be right back here.
The excitement
In Dallas, Texas.
broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go. I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. Father.
Back, y'all. I had to see my wife. Make sure she's doing good. So yeah, I think this match is next, and I think it's the title match. I think that's gonna be it for the night. I think this match could go easy a half hour, 25 minutes. Yeah, in the squash match, you fucking absolutely destroyed Bianca Belair for no reason.
I'm not getting used to anything, Becky. You doubting me is the exact reason why you had to cheat to win. I didn't do that because I had to. I did it because it was easy. The only thing that you proved is that you don't have the killer instinct. I know that I can beat you. I won't ever give up until I can make that title mean something again for people like that little girl. If you're really big time Bex, then you'd accept a rematch for the Raw Women's Championship at day 1. You wanna hang with me, Liv? You wanna hang with the best? You're not ready, Liv. You did the same thing that you always do, Liv. You did absolutely nothing.
Becky Lynch looks absolutely fucking ridiculous with those spikes on her shoulders.
Day 1, I'm gonna break your face.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I don't think you can handle the heat. You still want that match? You're on.
Did you see the... What's going on, Juggernaut? Welcome to the stream, man. Subscribe if you guys like the content. I take it you're new because I don't remember ever seeing you here. But welcome, man. We're watching day 1 right now. And bitching about how horrible WWE is. Here comes Liv Morgan. I do think that WWE is gonna... They're on the verge of pushing Liv. Do I think she'll win the title tonight? Possibly. Will I be upset if she doesn't? Or will I be shocked if she doesn't? No. Because WWE doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks. They're in the process of pushing Becky Lynch. They will not, you know... I don't know. Everything WWE does makes absolutely no sense. We just go with the flow. That's what the fuck we do. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Certainly the sentimental favorite amongst the WWE underdog role, but I gotta say, she's an underdog for a reason. 2022.
I know, right?
Welcome to the big time.
And you know, with the amount of talent that they had before all the releases and everything, it wouldn't have been that hard to write compelling television while still being in the guidelines of family friendly. You know what I mean? Like a guy like Ricochet, I was saying earlier in the stream. A guy like Ricochet should not be sitting in the fucking back and catering. Do I watch New Japan? No. Because one, I have no idea where to find it. Every event that I've seen, you have to pay for, and I'm not really into that. The only reason I'm watching this, because, I mean, it's like $9 a month. But, you know, I'm not really into paying for individual shows. I mean, if you want to, feel free to post a website or a link or something to where you can watch those shows, I would definitely check it out. I know Wrestle Kingdom is supposed to be, I don't know if that's New Japan, but Wrestle Kingdom is supposed to be this coming week. I believe on Fight TV. I'm not sure. The Raw Women's Championship. All right, here we go.
The challenger from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan. And her opponent, she is the Raw Women's Champion, Big Time Becky.
Oh my God. Now she have fucking lambs on her shoulders. Everything this woman does is fucking dreadful, man. Oh God, she has a jacket that says "GOAT" on the back. She is not the GOAT. Becky Lynch isn't even a lamb.
This is the difference. This is the difference in the caliber of superstar between Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch.
I kind of disagree with you to a point, Corey, because remember, Liv Morgan a month ago had her first women's championship opportunity.
Yeah, man, I'd be down to check it out.
First match, how much better is Liv Morgan going to be here tonight? That's the big question.
I know, another, I don't know if, alright, man. I wouldn't really necessarily consider myself a wrestling YouTuber, even though whenever I stream, it's usually a wrestling event, Raw, SmackDown, AEW, you know, whatever. But another a wrestling content creator that I watch, Solid Monster, he was streaming last night during New Year's, watching Rampage, and he had mentioned something about WrestleCade and how he was gonna check it out. I have no idea who's on the card. I don't know anything about it, but I'm definitely intrigued. I heard New Japan is the closest thing to like the old school wrestling that there fucking is. And I'm a child of the Attitude Era, man. You know what I mean? The first I say this a lot, and I mean it. The first event I ever saw was Kane's debut when he ripped the cell off the door, the door off the cell. I'm a child of the Attitude Era, man. So anything that gets me that invested, I'm down for. So.
Nice counter by Liv Morgan to the arm throw. Nice arm drag. Sidestep, Becky Lynch. I gotta say, this is a much more confident Liv Morgan.
Oof.
She rocks the champion. We saw in her first title opportunity. I think she learned from that loss.
Yeah, without a doubt, Jimmy. It shows that Liv Morgan has done her homework. I guarantee you, she probably watched that match on
That's awesome, man. I'll have to check your stuff out. Do you do like live streams like this, or do you what kind of stuff do you do?
Shoulders down, out before three. And Byron, as impressive as Liv Morgan was in their last matchup, this is a different situation. This is day one. This is kicking off a new year. This is a premier live.
The guy that inspired me to do these watch-alongs is Good Mic Work. I don't know if you know who he is. I believe his name is Greg.
Right out of my mouth, Jimmy.
And then I watch JD from New York.
To the
A lot of people don't like him. Even though I agree with 98% of what he says, everything that he said is true. Has, some way, shape, or form has come true this year. And I watched Solomon. I just started watching Solomonster.
And that was a smart move. I actually condone what Liv Morgan just did. Keeping the pressure for the officials' count of 5 that is allotted, inflicting extra.
Yeah, 2003. That was a good.
That's a good move. We talked about the pressure of this stage. I think
That was a good Mania.
Feeding off the pressure, feeding off the spotlights, feeding off the sold-out arena. Corey, is she not fighting like a veteran tonight?
absolutely.
I just started the other day. I started rewatching a lot of the old, a lot of the Raws from 2003 when Bischoff and Stone Cold were like co-GMs. A lot of those segments, man. I was watching a lot of them on YouTube, and I was like, this shit is fucking comedy gold, man. So I decided to go on the Peacock, and watch a lot of the episodes. And I hate going down the rabbit hole because I have a very addictive personality. I watch one episode and then I end up watching 10. And like I don't know when to cut myself off because it's so fucking entertaining. You know what I mean? That's a huge reason why I don't do any watch-alongs to like classic wrestling shows. You know what I mean? Because it's just I watch one and then I'm like, oh shit, I have the capability to watch what follows this storyline that takes place in this episode. I have the ability to be able to watch next week already. So let's do it. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's just how I am. I can't just watch, especially if it's an entertaining episode of Raw or something. I can't just watch an episode and then just not watch anymore after that. You know what I mean? That's awesome, man. I'll have to check your stuff out. Juggernaut 097. I'll have to check your stuff out after the stream. I believe there's this match and then the WWE title match. I believe that's going to be the end of the show, I think. Although, like I was saying, the title match, now that Lesnar got added to it, that match could easily go an hour. Maybe an hour and a half. But I don't think they would push it that much. I would definitely say like an hour.
The emotional state of Becky Lynch concerns me right now. Because I think Becky Lynch is continuing, surprisingly enough, to lose confidence right now against Liv Morgan. The longer Morgan hangs around.
Look at this aggression from the champ.
Rally pound to the cover. Not going to be that easy. She's realizing that now.
That's awesome, man. What do you think of AEW? Are you a fan or? I was thinking about starting to get into ROH, and then fucking they like went out of business, or they're fucking like on some kind of fucking extended hiatus or something like that.
In a title match, when you are dealing with two top-level competitors. But so far, right now, it looks like Liv Morgan able to throw her way out of it. So far, Becky Lynch is hanging in the fight, and Liv has not found a way to win yet. Beautiful
Yeah, they had to rework a lot of these matches because up until this afternoon, everybody expected Brock Lesnar to face Roman Reigns, and then he has COVID now, so they had to go through every single match to make sure it's gonna make up the entire time of the pay-per-view. So they had to rework fucking everything. So I have a feeling this show is a lot different than it originally would have been. You know what I mean? I love AEW too. I really wasn't gonna mention it, but I have mixed feelings on the whole Tony Khan situation. you know, that's been circulating on social media. He made comments about Big Swole, and I guess Big Swole, who I wasn't necessarily a fan of. I know she's in a relationship with Cedric Alexander from WWE, but she said something along the lines of like, there's no diversity in AEW, you know, meaning there's no people of different color and races and this. I'm probably the worst person imaginable to put his take on it. But I see a lot of diversity on that fucking show. I see a lot of diversity in WWE. Powerhouse Hobbs, man, perfect example. He was what, fucking CM Punk's second or third match back in fucking 7 years. Do you know what a big position that is? You're wrestling CM Punk, a guy who hasn't wrestled in 7 years. You're his like fucking third match back in pro wrestling. Like, that's huge. I do think Tony Khan had a little bit of a spiked eggnog last night and decided to take to social media and put his foot in his mouth. But I'm gonna give it to him as Tony Khan is very young. He's obviously not an elderly man like Vince McMahon. You damn well, do you imagine all the shit that Vince McMahon would get into if he was in his 30s on fucking social media? Vince McMahon does not fucking hold back. If he was young enough, he'd be saying all kinds of shit on social media. He'd be just like Donald Trump, man. He would have got banned on Twitter a long time ago. Tony Khan's young, man. He probably could have worded it a little bit better. But I don't know. I don't think people should, comment too much on it because we're not backstage. We don't see how the dynamic is back there. We see the show. We see what they want us to see. It is what it is. Oh, here comes Liv going up the top. Oh, sure known Becky's getting up. I don't know if she's going to win the title tonight. I would like her to. Liv going for the power bomb. Big time Bex is fighting out of it. Ooh. 1, 2. I thought she was going to drop kick Becky Lynch's ass and fucking have her fall out of the ring. That would have been hilarious. That would have been quality television. Becky fucking powered out of that, man. She kicked out with so much power. Liv fucking fell into the corner. Oh, here we go.
That's all she's gonna get. Face first goes Morgan, covered by the champ. Gotta get it over with. Not quite enough for three. So many close calls in this Raw Women's Championship matchup. You gotta ask yourself, as a competitor, what moves do I have left after this? And here we see Liv reaching deeper into her arsenal, planning Liv Morgan face first.
Dude, I have Impact is still around.
To escape before three.
Dude, I haven't watched Impact since
Asking herself, what does she have left
God,
to put Liv Morgan away? They traded big slams,
2012
submissions.
maybe, 2013. I didn't even know Impact was still around. Is Dixie Carter still attached to it, or is it different people?
Relentless offense from the champion.
I heard somewhere like Ken Shamrock came back, I think, for Impact last year or 2 years ago, but
Leg drop worked earlier in the match, but no, 2 times is too many. You feel a sense of urgency now from Liv Morgan. First on the top rope. Eyes locked on Liv. Oh, beautiful drop kick. I don't know how much of it
GCW I know, MLW I know.
to send Becky Lynch
MLW is where I first
just kicked Liv
discovered Brian Pillman Jr.
Lynch rolled to the outside, and Morgan just
before he made the transition to AEW.
Becky Lynch is too
GCW I know them because Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, I think won the title there. And then didn't he get he got beat up by Moxley, didn't he? Liv Morgan is going absolutely crazy. New Japan is like the only one that I'm not really familiar with at all. I know they have New Japan stars come over and for AEW and, you know, because of the Forbidden Door, but it's not a promotion that I'm heavily invested in because I don't know much about it.
Look at the lengths Morgan was willing to go through. Out here in front of us again. Now it's big time Bex putting a big time beat down on the challenger. Destroying our table with the face of Liv Morgan. It's returning the favor from early on, and now it's striking the referee count. Becky Lynch will proudly accept a count-out victory in this Raw Women's Championship match. That's what it might come down to. Referees up to 6.
I will say,
Morgan's got to hurry.
I like that there's a lot of wrestling, you know?
Just barely makes it.
Remember back in the day, like, back in, like, I'll even say is, like, go back to, like, 2001. All we had was WCW until they went out of business. And then WWE. Because the internet wasn't as prevalent as it is now. You know, these other promotions that were out there, New Japan, stuff like that, they weren't really that accessible as they are now. So, it's not really a bad thing that there's too much wrestling. It's all about how you divide your time. Didn't isn't Buddy Matthews, who was Buddy Murphy in WWE, isn't he there? Or is he in another promotion? I know he's been making a lot of appearances for like House of Glory and a bunch of other, I think he did one for AEW. I don't know. Is she gonna tap?
She just reverses on her back. Shoulders are down. Oh no. Not quite enough, but it gets her out of the submission. Morgan very wisely released the hold before getting herself pinned, but she's not letting up. She's hanging on for dear life.
I see a lot of Impact Wrestling like episodes and shows on Twitch. But I have no idea if those are like reruns or new episodes. I wouldn't even know where to watch Impact. Becky Lynch retains. What a failed setup, man. I'm gonna do it for that little girl. You know, that little weird looking girl in the crowd that I don't know. I'm gonna do it for her. Then your ass gets beat. So Becky Lynch retains the women's title. This definitely setting up a further feud. And I think Liv is either going to win the title at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. Is he still going by? I thought WWE owned the trademark for Braun Strowman, or is he going by a different name? Because I know like a lot of their, the personalities that they use, WWE owns them, unless it's like your legitimate name, which his name is Adam Shearer, not Braun Strowman. I don't think I have Access TV. I haven't seen them since they were on TNT or TNN. But they have Impact Wrestling has like a Twitch channel, and they're fucking every so often they'll have fucking like an episode, or it's like a marathon of Impact Wrestling. But I have no idea if it's new stuff or old stuff. There's Seth freaking Rollins, because you know they had to change his name.
You know, this was my match. This was supposed to be a one-on-one match, and then Kevin Owens, he lied.
He looks good for somebody that just had COVID. He just had Seth Rollins just had COVID too. That's why he wasn't on Raw Monday.
Well, he's Brock Lesnar is right into this match. So what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What in the world am I gonna do? I can't divulge my tactics, but what I will say is this.
Adam Shearer's his real name. That's the name he was born with.
Gives me an advantage. Do you know what that is? Didn't think so.
But it's SCHEER, I think.
They're not Seth freaking Rollins. So what am I gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out there and do what I do better than anyone on this planet. I'm gonna go out there tonight and stomp heads. Win.
He's gonna go out there and stomp heads and win. Y'all have to check out Impact at some point. Most of the stuff is old on Twitch. That's what I kind of figured. Not many people have access to Access TV though. What provider is it on? I don't have cable, so not that it really matters. But I have a website I can use for like cable television. But Access TV is definitely not on there. I'm trying to think if there's an app or like I have a bunch of TV apps. I'm trying to think if Access TV is like one of them, one of the channels. It's not a well-known channel, I know that. Most people don't have television, well, they have television, but they don't have cable. So I feel like Impact Wrestling would have been like more viable if they signed a deal with Twitch and had their show on Twitch.
My name is Sean Spencer. This is my partner, Ferdinand Endebush. My name is not Ferdinand Endebush. You kind of suck.
Oh, really?
Lame sucking. I didn't think we'd have to take our pants off for this.
What was it? Global Force Wrestling or something like that? I remember Jeff Jarrett was talking about it. Yeah, I don't have Dish. I don't have none. I have Netflix. I have Hulu. I have Peacock because I have to. I will say, if I had a VPN, which I'm thinking about getting, I'm getting rid of Peacock and just getting regular WWE Network. I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, did you see on the pre-show that Ricochet broke Ridge Holland's neck or neck? Wow, broke his nose doing the fucking spot where he jumps up off of Cesaro's hands and fucking does like a 450 splash. He miscalculated and fucking kicked Ridge Holland right in the nose. Dude, look how old he is, man.
I want to make a run for the Rumble. I am talking about the WWE's Royal Rumble. 30 men enter, one guy is left standing, that's me. But I sincerely hope you are auditioning bigger, tougher talent for the 2022 Royal Rumble because I don't want to hurt anyone. So, just like the shirt says, Johnny Knoxville, world champ. Woohoo!
January 29th, St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, it's on Saturday this year. The Royal Rumble. So Johnny Knoxville apparently is going to be in the Royal Rumble from what I'm hearing.
We have a main event even we cannot believe for the WWE Championship, a fatal five-way, Kevin Owens, Big E. That's right, Seth freaking
Oh, that's awesome, man.
and Brock Lesnar.
I might check it out. I don't know. I'll have to watch some clips somewhere. Because I don't want to fucking spend money on something if I'm not going to like the product, you know? I'm going to have to watch some, see what they're doing. I know Ken Shamrock came back during the pandemic. Oh, you are? You live in St. Louis? Or are you flying there?
Fighting for the same WWE Championship. And remember, the WWE Champion does not have to be defeated to lose his title. Oh, y'all are too much. Since becoming WWE Champion, it appears that a lot of people have their eyes on me.
I went to the Rumble when,
But please believe that
in Boston when, Alberto Del Rio won back in like 2011.
it's on, sucker!
I live in Mass, man. Nothing ever exciting comes around here. I'm kind of lucky though, because I'm like 2 hours away from Boston, and I'm 2 hours or 2.5 hours away from New York City. So I'm kind of like smack dab right in the middle of them. And I'm like 30 minutes away from Hartford. So I'm kind of lucky on that aspect that I have, 3 places that I can go to whenever I want to see a show. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I went to the Rumble in 2011. Besides the fact that Alberto actually won, it was pretty cool. Diesel came back. Remember that? I think Edge fought Dolph Ziggler in the first match. Because I think that was like 3 or 4 months before he fucking retired. And now that I'm thinking about it, I saw one of his last matches, man. And that's insane to think about. I didn't even think about it that way. Yeah, he lives in I can't remember where in Ohio, but yeah, Iowa, yeah. Slipknot is from there too. Des Moines, is that how you say it? Des Moines. Jeff Hardy was just in Des Moines. He was at some fucking bar or something doing like an acoustic music set and doing an autograph signing like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, Davenport. Have you been to his coffee shop yet? He owns a coffee shop in Davenport. I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't go. I might go. Imagine just randomly going to his coffee shop and seeing Seth Rollins handing people coffee. Oh, I'm sorry, Seth freaking Rollins, because you know you gotta say his name proper.
It would be this man, Seth freaking Rollins, the master manipulator, right? The one who always has a plan.
I kind of liked him when he was Monday Night Rollins. I'm having a really tough time, man. I used to be a huge Seth Rollins fan, and I guess I sort of still am. I don't think you can go to his wrestling school unless you actually go there, I think. But I'm having a really difficult time getting behind this new gimmick that he has. I'm having a hell of a time getting behind it. He just looks like a jackass. This is the main event, man, for the WWE title. Seth Rollins just got into the ring. Here comes Kevin Owens. Well, at first, before I knew Brock Lesnar was in the match, a part of me felt like Big E could have possibly, pulled out the victory. But now I'm not sure. I have no idea, man. Honestly, I don't know. I love Brock. I said it earlier in the stream, but I think before you guys showed up, when Brock Lesnar was doing his promo backstage, he just seems like he's having a really fun time now. Like, he appreciates it and he likes being a pro wrestler now. This is fucking weird, man, because he's always been the guy, like, I'm doing this for the money, that's what he's kind of seemed like. But, I mean, he fucking took the microphone, he's doing promos now, like, it's just like he appreciates it a little bit more. So, I don't know. My guess, here's what I want to happen, okay? Hear me out now. I'm not the only one that said this. I seen this. Somebody posted this earlier on social media, so I'm not taking full credit for me saying this at all. But I think Brock Lesnar should win, and then have it lead up to a match with Reigns at WrestleMania, right? And then maybe Reigns beats him at Mania, unifies the titles, both the titles, into one championship. They end the brand split, so there's no more Raw, SmackDown. There's only WWE, Raw, SmackDown. The stars do this, they're on both shows. Sooner or later they're gonna run out of talent. They're not gonna be able to justify having two separate brands. It's not like it was back in 2002 when the draft first happened, where you had Rock, you had Angle, you had Big Show, you had Kane, you had Taker, you had Triple H, you had Austin, you had all these guys, all the star power. They don't have that anymore. They are not going to have it for a very long time because WWE does not like building new stars. So I think they need to end the brand split, unify the two titles, call it a fucking day, and go on with their fucking shitty ass program. I mean, could it get any worse? The only good segment the only decent segment that I saw on Raw this past Monday was the Brood Bath. Like, Raw and SmackDown, the only thing that's on SmackDown that's newsworthy or fucking worth talking about is Roman Reigns. They're not building any new stars surrounding him, so it doesn't really seem like there's any stars on SmackDown or on Raw that, is a match for Roman Reigns outside of, Bobby Lashley. or obviously Brock Lesnar, but we, because of COVID situations, we can't figure out who's who's a better man in that match. But that's my opinion. I think they need to end the brand split. I've been around a long time, man. I try. I speculate on things that I like. I would be down to do a stream or a co-stream. I just started fucking doing these streams a couple months ago, so I'm still very, very new. You know what I mean? So I'd be down for it at some point, though. Oh, here comes the beast. Oh, they didn't announce him from Canada, Saskatchewan. Because, the last several weeks, Brock Lesnar's been saying he's Canadian when he's not. I thought the champion was supposed to come out last. It's like a symbol of respect, but apparently not. Lesnar's like, fuck you. I'm better than you. You're just holding my belt. You're keeping it warm. I would really be intrigued to see Lesnar and Lashley get put in a tag team, though. They both have speed. They both have power. Imagine them as a fucking tag team. Look at this. Lesnar's fucking destroying everybody. Lesnar's taking out all his frustrations against all these guys that he was going to take out on Roman Reigns. I know. I heard that they have. I heard that WWE has professional movie and TV script writers writing their program. And this is why they work for WWE, because ain't nobody ever trying to produce anything that they fucking write besides them. The only one foolish enough to is Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard. Damn. Lesnar got speared the fuck up, man. Well, Lesnar's out for the time being. I wouldn't say it's going to last long, though. Everybody's doing the... As if people didn't know, this is day one. Son tells me they're gonna turn KO and Seth Rollins into a tag team, and I don't want that. I always thought Kevin Owens would be a good champion. He has the charisma, he has the likability. When he's a heel, he gets a lot of hate. He knows how to, talk shit to the crowd in a useful way, I guess. I don't know. I know he's had title reigns in the past, but they haven't really done much. And it never even went anywhere. Oh yeah, I forgot it's a no DQ match because it's a Fatal 5-Way.
through the body of Bobby Lashley. And now, turning their attention to Lesnar.
Oof, right in Reigns' head.
But I guess you do have to credit the game planning.
Knocking his fucking block off.
Kevin Owens. But the two biggest threats right now laid out, gentlemen. This is a brilliant
If you go back
by the architect, the master.
at least once a week, I usually stream on Mondays, sometimes Tuesdays for NXT. The only thing I think NXT has going for it is Harlan. NXT, AEW, and then Friday for SmackDown and Rampage. If you go back and watch a couple of my streams, at least once a week, I reference things or storylines that they can do to help ease along storylines, ease along their program. I write better fucking television in these streams than they do on these fucking Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views. That's why they don't like hiring independent professional wrestlers anymore. They want to hire people that don't know anything about wrestling. Which is why WWE's new thing, I don't know if it's gone into effect yet, but their new thing is hiring, football players, people with some kind of athletic ability, athletic background, but not necessarily pro wrestling. They want to sign them. They want to sign a bunch of people with contracts, right? Have them train for 6 months. If they don't improve, they're going to release them and fire them. And it's going to continue to be like that. Every 6 months, they're going to release people that they don't feel like are improving in pro wrestling. I think it's fucking foolish. Oh. Oh my God. I know the match wasn't going to end like that, but I was on the edge of my seat a little bit.
Kevin Owens now making the climb to the top rope. Big E down and potentially out. This will do it. Owens! Oh, right into the knees of Big E. Seth Rollins can do it. Oh.
Yeah, man, it really is.
Survives. But he just cannot stay in the ring against these two.
I heard a lot of speculations that the New Day were going to win against the Usos tonight, but we saw how well that did.
Time to stop Owens, but not Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins now the only one standing.
Yeah.
For this fatal
Like I was saying earlier, man, I'm a fan of Seth Rollins. This new gimmick that he has, I just can't get behind it for whatever reason. He used to be such a badass. Remember when he was with Stephanie and Triple H, and Kane was like the special enforcer or whatever, during the Authority era, if you want to call it that. He was a stooge, but he was also a badass. Oh, here we go. The Beast is fucking incarnate right now. Oh my God, we're about to see Lashley and Lesnar. That was kind of a fast count, don't you think? Yeah, I'll probably, I know AJ Styles is supposed to be there to confront Grayson Waller from what happened on Monday. I know they've been having some kind of issue back and forth. So, if you're around, I might be streaming that as well. I usually stream Monday, sometimes Tuesday, depending on the show. Wednesday for AEW. Whenever there's a wrestling show, major wrestling show going on, I'm usually here. So, I'll probably stream that. Watch it with people. See how it is. Lesnar's in the Heart Lock. Big ending. Lesnar won. Lesnar fucking won, man. So maybe somebody secretly heard me. It got put into the universe. Maybe they're gonna unify the titles at some point. Who knows?
Brock Lesnar was determined to leave day one with a championship. And as surreal as it sounds, gentlemen, Brock Lesnar is once again WWE Champion. The free agent who came into tonight expecting to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship.
Yeah, this referee seemed like he was just like, I want to get the fuck out of here, man. Even the referee knows this show sucks, so he's like, whoever wins, wins. I don't give a fuck.
Back into the era of the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, WWE Champion.
That was it, man. I thought this show was 4 hours long. Unless there's going to be like another surprise match or another situation that happens. Fucking Adam Pearce or somebody in the back come out. Oh, that was a fast count. Restart the match. I don't see that happening, though. I wouldn't either, man. They need to unify the titles and the brand split. There does not need to be a separate thing of Raw and SmackDown. They need to be combined. They don't have enough star power to withhold 2 shows. Look at the ratings on fucking Raw, for Christ's sake. I knew Rollins wasn't going to take it. Rollins is good, but I mean, compared to these fucking gigantic guys, I think that's what's going to happen. We won't know until you know the outcome of Royal Rumble, because don't forget, the winner of the Royal Rumble, they have an opportunity to face the champion. So anything can happen, man. We won't know until the Royal Rumble is over, and then it's WrestleMania season. We'll have 2 months to build, towards WrestleMania. Solid card. Hopefully they do unify the titles and the brand split, and everything will be right with WWE so far. Damn, man. I will say I'm pleasantly surprised with the outcome. I think I speculated somewhere at one point that I knew Lesnar was gonna win, but I can't remember. But anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for me, man. We watched day 1. I will be back again Monday night for Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, as you guys know, I stream Monday Night Raw, and then I was sick the rest of the week, non-COVID related issues. Had a stomach virus, man. There's a stomach bug going around that makes you throw up and not want to eat. So, use hand sanitizer to protect yourself, because it is going around. A number of people I know have it, or have had it. So, just throwing that out there as a disclaimer. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on post notifications. That way, whenever I do go live, you guys will get notified to your phone or to your computer, or wherever you guys watch these streams. Am I a fan of Charlotte? I am not. I don't think she does nothing but bury everybody that she's against. But we will get into that either Monday, if you join me, or Friday for SmackDown, when we have to sit through another boring Charlotte promo if she is on the show. I don't know. Toni Storm is not in WWE anymore because she walked out. So I'm wondering what's next for Charlotte Flair, because that was the storyline that they were going with. But I don't know. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me. Hope you guys had a good time. I hope I entertained you guys a little bit at least. If you guys liked the stream, give the stream a thumbs up. That way it helps it in the algorithm. once it does get published to YouTube, it helps quite a bit. Like I was saying, I did a random watch along to Survivor Series, and the watch along is sitting at almost 17,000 views because people like it. It gets pushed, more people see it in the recommended section. It definitely does help a lot. So I will see you guys again Monday, man. Monday for Monday Night Raw. Have a good evening. Take care.
For so long, I was living my life, oh so wrong, always numb in my mind, battled on, building scars from